Giant 96 Real Radio in Penny Lane. My first interview after being back from Clarksdale, Mississippi and Memphis, Tennessee. It feels good and breaking it in easy with Mr. Wade Baker and Jamie Taylor, who arrived only a little bit over an hour and 20 minutes after their scheduled time, but it is Wade Baker, so all of our listeners that have heard our previous Wade Baker interviews know that that is possibly could happen. I'm glad you made it.
Yeah, me too.
You actually had to turn around. You passed us.
Yeah, I was talking and wasn't paying attention.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you're here.
I can't blame it on lack of sobriety this time.
Troy was like, well, what's happening? Where's he at? And I'm like, I don't know. It's Wade. Just hang on a minute. He'll get here eventually. Which I'm glad I talked to you because hell, you would have been all the way different states.
I know. I thought for some. Anyway, whatever.
Well, no, you're right. My show time did change. It went another hour, so I'll give you that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's good. And so with me, you have the lovely Jamie Taylor. Got to see her online, and very glad to have you in the studio today.
Well, thank you very much.
And Wade, go ahead and introduce Jamie for us. Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, she's my wonderful other half.
Mhm.
She's my girlfriend. Pretty lucky for that.
Mm-hmm.
She's an incredible singer. We play duo gigs together. She's also, we play at church in Bloomington at City Church for All Nations.
How'd you meet?
I
want all
knew
the
that you were going to
details,
ask this
yes.
question, and I get to answer this question.
All right, okay.
We met on a social site, and I happened to see that he played music, and so as soon as I saw his trumpet, I was kind of honed in on that, and we got to talking, and I'm very musical, he's very musical, so it just kind of worked.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You guys have been performing
But why I
together.
say I have to answer that is because
Uh-huh.
he doesn't like me telling people that we met on a social site. He's
Oh,
like,
really?
why would you do that? I'm like, it's okay. It's
How-
the 21st century.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Now
I'm
it's out
just
there, Wade.
I'm just weird.
Well, I
That
know
goes
that.
without saying.
So you guys have been playing out as Jamie Taylor and Wade Baker do. Right, Wade?
Yes. We
Right? So, and tell me a little bit about your show together. Now, Wade, I know, amazing trumpet player, along with guitar and bass and several different instruments. But one thing I always love telling our listeners is, because before the trumpet, of course I heard trumpet before, but I never really met a trumpet player in person, that does it professionally like you do, and you opened my mind to so many different things. So
Cool.
yeah, I remember when the first time you came on. And I asked you if you were singing, it was jazz music, right? Wade's like, you don't really sing in jazz too much.
Well, I mean, the
Yeah.
type of music
He
that I
doesn't.
play.
Yeah.
The autumn leaves.
Yeah, that's not me. Yeah, they're jazz vocalists and stuff, so I wouldn't say that you don't sing in jazz music, but my music that I play, there's not a lot of singing.
Yeah, tell our listeners in a nutshell about your musical background, Wade.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Well,
I mean, because you go on, but sort of simmer it down for us.
yeah, the Reader's Digest version. So, I was in band when I was in high school. Really liked it. Went to college. Got my undergrad and my master's degree in jazz studies. Toured around playing bass with the blues band. Picked up guitar along the way. Do that some. Now I teach at Vincennes University in Vincennes, Indiana. I get to teach the jazz ensemble there. And I have 38 private students throughout the week. So I teach Monday through Friday at different high schools. Tuesdays and Thursdays I'm in Vincennes. And
Now, do you just teach trumpet or different instruments?
I teach a bunch of different instruments. For instance, at South Knox Middle School and High School, I have trombone, French horn, trumpet players that take lessons from me. Starting next Monday, I'll be teaching at Vincennes University Jasper campus a blues guitar class. So I have some guitar students. I have other instruments, like a vibraphone player takes jazz improvisation lessons from me.
Vibraphone, what is that?
It's kind of like bells, but really sexy sounding.
Is it those little things that when you're a little kid you hit with the different colors?
It's a xylophone.
Yeah,
That's a
that's a
xylophone?
But it's close.
Is
Yeah.
it close? All right.
Close.
All right. I'm like, learning. But you recently, you got a really neat grant, the Indiana Arts Commission grant.
Yeah,
Congratulations on that.
thank you. Every 2 years they give it to, every year they give it to an artist. 1 year they give it to like a musician, and then like a musical artist, and then the next year they give it to like a visual or graphic artist. And so I won it this year. It was a grant for me to go study. Well, I had to write a grant and then submit it, and they had a committee select the winner. And I actually got to listen to the committee, like reading through all the grants. They posted it online, so you got to hear what the other grants were and what they had to say about everybody's stuff. And there were some really awesome ideas, and I feel lucky that they decided to pick mine. But I wrote a grant because I'm really getting into teaching. Like, it's really important to me to help young people have this outlet in music. Anytime a school wants to cut something, it's always the arts, you know. And there are a lot of kids that I work with on an everyday basis that's what they have to like live for. That's why they go to school. They don't go to school so they can go sit their math class. They love going to band or choir or art class or something. So anyway, I won this grant, and I get to go to Washington State. It's a tiny little island off of Washington. It's called Orcas Island, and a really, really amazing trumpet player named Charles Porter lives there. Actually, it's kind of crazy. Willie Thomas is a jazz trumpet guy that's fairly well known in the jazz circle, and he lives on Orcas Island, just like down the street from Charlie. So I'm gonna go take some lessons with Willie while I'm there too. But
It's pretty neat.
yeah, I'm gonna get to be there for 4 days at the beginning of March, so I'm pretty stoked about that.
And that's one thing naturally that you've always wanted to share your music and your talent and education with others.
Yeah,
It seems to line up perfect for you, you know, to be doing that. Jamie, let's talk about you. Respect Women of Rock and Soul.
Yeah, I'm part of this entertainment group called One Pulse Entertainment. It's run by Eric Brown and Jen Christie. And they have like a lot of different groups, or they're starting a lot of different groups. It's kind of a startup company. But I became a part of a group called the Women of Rock and Soul, and we do just that, rock and soul. And we do a lot of Aretha Franklin, Janis Joplin, Bonnie Raitt, stuff like that. That's a lot. I mean, it's really fun for the audience. So we have a show coming up in Brown County, Indiana. It's February 13th. This coming Saturday.
Wow, right around the corner.
Yeah.
So, tell us again where it's going to be
Brown County Theater.
and the times.
I think it starts at 7:30, but I know that it's on the. They have like a website, so I know it's definitely on the website for Brown County Theater.
Tell me a little bit about the show, like what we can expect.
Probably. Well, I'll just say probably the thing that I least like about it is that you have to do costume changes. I don't mind singing, but the whole costume thing change is new for me.
How many changes do you have?
Like
Would you say in one show?
probably 3 or 4.
3 or 4. You got people there to help you? You just
no.
step into it? No?
Yeah, well, the other singers, we try to help each other
Uh-huh.
out. You know, like get my earring, grab my shoes. Like I don't know, and it's kind of like stressful. That part of it's stressful, but everything else, like the singing and everything, that's that comes easy for me. But the entertaining part, hey, the entertainment part, the jumping around, the dancing, that's all comes natural. But like running backstage and you have one song to get your outfit on, that's different. So
No, I could imagine that. Where'd my shoe go? No.
yeah.
I probably have it all laid out.
Well, I mean,
Files,
we
right,
do
right,
have
right,
it laid out,
right,
but
right.
things can get messy very quick. So.
Now, as far as, tell me a little bit about your musical background when you first started singing.
I grew up singing in church. I grew up with a love of black gospel music, and
Oh.
because it's soul, and so I really, really loved that. I actually went to a church that played more Southern gospel, but at the age of 12, I became like a youth group choir leader. So I started singing when I was 2. Okay, so I was on the platform at 2. But then, like, when I was 12, I became the youth choir leader or whatever, and so I was like, we're going to do black gospel because that's what I like to do. So I started doing that, and then, I don't know, I just, I moved out, I branched out, did some other things, and started learning how to play the piano a little bit here and there, mainly so I could write some songs. And then kind of branched out from that to doing, singing out. I sang with Sheila Stephen and the Rodeo Monkeys for a while, which was a country group, which is different. And then, but I've always liked jazz and soul type music. So that's what I really like to do.
Wonderful. Perfect combination with you and Mr. Wade Baker. We're going to take a short break, come back, and then we are going to hear and listen to Mr. Wade Baker and Jamie Taylor. I should say Jamie Taylor and Wade Baker. Right, Wade? Troy Gillis. That's right?
Yeah.
He's been working here with us at Giant 96, just doing an awesome job with the video. And so, you guys, which I thought he was recording it during the break, and you got to see Wade and Jamie, like, working a song out together, as cute as anything. I was like, oh, good, we got this on tape. And no, he wasn't recording it, so I guess we go with the flow. That's when you get the, like, behind the scenes. You know, Troy, the behind the scene clips?
Get the grit.
That's right. Well, not happening, guys. You missed it. Because Troy wasn't recording it. We're just teasing him. He does a great job. I'm very grateful to have Troy here. So. I know. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it. I don't BS on the radio. You can say that's not a bad word, is it? If you use
It's just 2 letters.
Just 2 letters. How can it be bad? Right? Right? And oh, by the way, Wade, I gotta give you a hard time. When are you gonna get your stuff on my pole barn? Jamie, I got you here.
Oh yeah.
It's been years.
Yeah.
I got couches and chairs.
I have.
There's a couch, a chair, or something big.
Oh
And I
yeah.
feel like I can't get rid of it.
My
because it's
great grandma's
yours.
chair.
Yeah, it's sitting in my pole barn.
Yeah.
You know, the dog tries to sit on it and stuff because she thinks, hey, there's a chair in the pole barn. I'll jump up. And I feel bad.
It's kind of weird not having the dog here today, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't bring her today. No, I didn't. She's been having behavioral problems. Which, the other day, Carl and I were leaving to go Taco Bell at like 1 in the morning because I felt like a bad mom because, spending time with her. So I'm like, all right, fine, we'll go Taco Bell. So anyways, Carl didn't want Daisy to go. I think she gets jealous of her. So she shuts the door. And I'm like, no, Daisy's going because the other dog was going. I opened the door and I said, come on, Daisy. And I called her and she's not coming. I'm like, well, something's weird. She should be right there. I just closed the door. And I heard a little jingle in the laundry room, which is straight down, if you kept walking in the dark. That dog was in there going to the bathroom on my floor. Out of spite. Oh, I beat her. Her face went in it. She was in the cage for 24 hours.
Beat her.
She's like, yeah, I did beat her. I was honked off. I thought, here you are doing that. You spoiled dog. So Daisy, the wonder dog, she's a little miniature pinscher, so she's not. Yeah, I couldn't believe the dog did that, Wade. You know how it is at our house. 5 dogs barking and the pig. We have a potbelly pig that runs all over the place.
Aww.
It's a zoo. But yeah. So
Keeps life interesting.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
she didn't come with me today just because she wasn't out the door in time.
Yeah.
So she stayed at home. I should have brought her so Jamie could have seen.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, we love our little puppies, but she's been a bad dog.
Yeah, she's super into animals. So is her daughter. Her daughter keeps asking for a puppy. And it's just
really?
not possible at this moment.
I used to be a vet tech, so yeah, I'm very into animals.
Oh, that's awesome. Super cool.
Yeah.
She's a good one, Wade.
She's alright.
All right, so we get to. So Jamie, you do have your show this weekend,
We do, yes.
February the 13th, right in time for Valentine's Day.
Yeah, and that's the majority of the song they've kind of rearranged for Valentine's Day. A lot of love songs in there. So
Not too far of a drive. Actually, it's a beautiful drive
It
from
is.
Brown County from
Yeah.
here. So.
a lot of good shopping down there for the ladies too. So
Yeah, there is. This is where you take you shopping. Oh no, you like shopping, right? You're shopping this morning. Just joking. Uh-oh, you're gonna get in trouble. All right.
I'm not gonna say that's a source of contention, but it's a source of contention. That's what women
Sorry,
do.
Wade. All right. So what song are you gonna do?
Son of a Preacher Man.
All right.
Bonnie Raitt.
All right.
With no music, except for the trumpet, which Wade is providing. So.
All right.
There we go. Billy Ray was a preacher's son. When his daddy's visit, he'd come along. When they gathered around, started talking. That's when Billy would take me walking. Through the backyard we'd go walking. Then he looked into my eyes. Lord knows to my surprise, the only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. He was. Oh, yes, he was. Being good isn't always easy, no matter how hard I try. When it comes to sweet talking to me, he come and tell me everything is alright. Kiss and tell me everything is alright. Can I get away again tonight? The only boy who could ever you
do
have
it.
to kind of think of all in your head, like what
You know
goes
what's
where.
even harder is whenever she sings it in a different key than we talked about.
Oh, did that just happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, that just probably happened.
Well,
Like,
wait, come on, Mr.
just
Pro-
go with the flow.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
You heard me. You heard
Mr. Mr. Jazzman Improv, come on, bring it on now.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh.
So could you tell me what key you sang it in, love?
I can't unless I had a keyboard with me.
I could.
Was it a hard key?
No. We started in F minor and modulated to A flat minor.
I'm getting the death stare. Anyways,
Aw.
moving right along.
Where can we follow you guys online at?
www.heaven.com. No, for real. WadeBaker.com. I have all of my stuffs up there, my schedule, some sound clips, video clips. We're both on the Facebooks. I do the Reverb Nation thing as well, if people are into that. So.
And you too have some people can't make it down to Brown County. Tell us about your shows that you have at the Chatterbox, which is pretty close to us right here.
Yeah, I play typically every first Saturday of the month at the Chatterbox Jazz Club on Mass Ave in Indianapolis. However, next month, because I'm going to be in Washington, it's the second Friday, March 11th, that I'll be there. But yeah, please come to the Chatterbox. It's by far and large my favorite live music venue in the Midwest.
Oh yeah, it's a really cool place to go to. So thank you so much for both coming in today.
All right.
Penny,
Thanks
thank
for
you.
having us.